Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in and welcome to this, our second video at Bluegrass Sartorial. So we have a lot today to go sort of break down through. We're going to try to do it in one take because my video editing skills are horrible. So we're going to try to do this in one go. So if I start rambling, I apologize. But what we're going to go over today is sort of like a combination. A lot of people are doing these EDC or everyday carry sort of pocket dumps. And I thought it would be interesting to dress up our form here in an outfit and sort of show the utility of being able to store things in a very convenient way on your person while wearing a sport coat. But the same goes if you're wearing a suit or a blazer. And it's a really convenient way to not only elevate your style and to add a little bit more sophistication to an everyday look. Of course, here you don't have to do the necktie or the pocket square, but I'm going to put them in there. But everything we're going to talk about today works just as well if this was without the tie and add a pair of jeans versus a pair of dress slacks or a pair of chinos or what have you. So it's all interchangeable. What I want to really hammer home in this video is that while some people might say that wearing a jacket or sport coat is cumbersome and unnecessary for what they have to deal with in a day in and day out basis, I sort of disagree and would say that actually it's a fabulous tool to be able to incorporate a lot of the different things that we have to carry on a day in and day out basis and do it in a really smart way that's convenient. You can take the jacket off. It has all different types of sort of layers of utility that we can talk about, but for today we're specifically going to be talking about what it allows you or how it allows you to carry things in a much more easily accessible and comfortable way. So this is actually what I would be carrying every day. I try, because I normally am wearing a dress slack or dress trousers, and the material is finer. So I don't like carrying my wallet or my cell phone or my keys or any of those things in the pockets of my pants. On my far right, I always generally put my keys. So coming in here, I would have my house keys, store keys, storage keys, mail keys. I'm in Kentucky, so my Kroger Plus card is always good. So always have my set of keys down here. And normally I split up my two sets of keys depending on if I am wearing a pair of sunglasses that day. So it was a nice sunny day out today, so I would be carrying my sunglasses. And in this situation, I'm assuming I don't have my briefcase or vehicle close by. Just this is how it sort of sits. So normally I always throw my sunglasses depending on if I have, like I said, my briefcase or other things close by. I would either carry it here in my chest pocket or like you saw there with the majority of them inside the pocket and just the armband exposed. If it was I mean, there's different ways to configure it, of course, but that's just how I personally do it. So just get like a little collection here. So keys, sunglasses, and then in my left side, I always carry my car key. I don't know why. That's just sort of where I reach to first for my car keys if I need them. Luckily, most of these cars now are remote access, so you can just sort of grab the door and enter ingress and egress and lock it without actually having to grab it. But so that's my bottom two pockets. on the outside. So this jacket, just so you know what we're getting into, has 2 external pockets, 2 internal chest pockets, and then the external chest pocket. So staying on the outside, moving up to the breast pocket. Of course, we have a pocket square here, which you could use as a handkerchief if you really wanted to get messy. But I always carry a lighter with me. Um, if for nothing else, somebody needs a light, or either you're at a restaurant and the candle goes out, or somebody needs to light a cigarette, or whatever the cause might be. I've just gotten used to always carrying a lighter with me, so that's what I just sort of continue to do. So moving on, in my breast pocket, and of course it's a little different actually grabbing it from the. I always carry a small pocket comb, just in case it's a windy day, or if I'm at the store and I'm bending over a lot and for some reason my hair starts looking a little less than perfect. Like really disheveled most of the case with me, for those of you that, well, none of you really know me, so my hair is normally all over the place, so I always try to carry one with me. Normally, I'll be honest, normally it's in my briefcase, and I'll just deal with it until I'm back at my briefcase, but normally I'm either at my home, in my car, or at my store, or going out to eat. And if I'm going out to eat or to some type of event, I know I will have it close and I can always excuse myself really quick, or at least go to the restroom and do my best to fix it. So, but I always try to carry one with me if at all possible. So that is, I've got to remind myself, the exterior pockets. So then moving into the interior pockets, I'll just sort of reach around here because it's a little easier. I have my cell phone. I always have my cell phone with me. I almost always have it here unless I decide to wear sunglasses, or put my sunglasses in my breast pocket, in which case then I would move them around. So also in this pocket, I can reach it. I'm just going to grab both things out at the same time. I don't want Henry here not looking his best, so sorry, I keep on finicking with him. I always carry extra business cards. I also have them in my wallet, but I carry extra ones just in case, for whatever reason. And then either a Swiss Army knife or some type of small pocket knife. These are great and a little savers, just because if you are out and somebody's entertaining and they forgot can't find a corkscrew, you can open up a bottle of wine, small tweezers, toothpick. Not that I think I've ever actually used the toothpick or the tweezers on it, but it could come in handy. So I always just have this with me, or something very similar to it, just in case. There's tons of different things that you can use it for. So I always have something like that. And then moving into the other breast pocket would be my wallet. I try to always have, and I need to work on my wallet, always try to carry something fairly thin and small so I can put it just about anywhere on my jacket, or in my jacket in any one of the pockets, or if for whatever reason I do feel that I need to carry it in one of my pockets, in my trousers, that it's not taking up a lot of room, or something that's going to easily rub a hole through my trousers. think this is the last thing. It's normally the last thing. I always have an extra pen. Um, I used to carry really nice pens every day, and I'm fairly forgetful when it comes to small little things like that, and lost one too many. So now I just sort of carry a general pen, especially when I'm at the store real quick and I have to make note of an alteration or just write something down quick, or even if I have to give it away, it doesn't. I normally don't then care about it by giving it away. Um, that is it. So that sort of goes through the EDC portion of this. So as you can see, it's not that you couldn't carry every one of these products. The only thing that I probably, even though you could carry in your trousers without having a coat with you, would be the sunglasses. Um, and I just wouldn't, because I would be too afraid that they would break or fall out very easily. I've never had that situation in my coat. Sometimes if I'm wearing a large pocket square and it's sitting here, sometimes I've had it slip out when I was bending over. But you sort of just get in the habit of, if you're bending over for whatever reason, um, just sort of, you know, using one hand to sort of collect anything that might be in any of your pockets, just so it doesn't fall out. But outside of that, you could quite possibly put everything, and I'm sure you could. This would be very, very, very uncomfortable in a business casual or a business formal business setting, or honestly in a dining situation, having all of that in your trouser pockets. Um, I would be very uncomfortable. I just know, especially with the size of the cell phones um, and the keys and everything just in your pockets. I think would be very uncomfortable. So being able to distribute it. Now, you also don't have to carry all of this in your coat either. And as you could see, you could notice in the bottom pockets a little bit more, just because they're exposed or open patch pockets. But when I carry, it sort of had more of a visible lump. But when I carry in more of the flat pocket or a closed pocket, it's not really as noticeable. Um, but I honestly didn't even think about that when I was grabbing my coat quick to put this video together. So those are just some of the things that, or some of the reasons why I think having a coat and sort of incorporating it more into your daily wardrobe and into your daily routine is really, really useful. But like I said, I can't think of another piece of clothing that immediately increases the level of sophistication and elegance to just a daily outfit that also has the functionality. Um, until our next video, stay healthy, be safe, wear your sport coats, and please, if you did enjoy or got anything out of this, which I really hope you did, out of this video, hit the subscribe button, and there's also the little bell thing that will help you get notifications. So when I do put up that next video, you're immediately notified that the most important part of your day is ready for you to participate in. So thanks again so much. Once again, Bradley Miller with Bluegrass Sartorial. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you soon. Take care.